My name is Alan Schneider. I'm the director of the B'nai B'rith World Center in Jerusalem, and happy that together with my colleague, Dr. Petra Heldt, we are hosting this evening, and that we initiated this discussion. Okay. Is that working? Is that better? Okay. Now, it's good to be back here at the Menachem Begin Heritage Center, particularly fitting, I think, to discuss here a topic that was of great concern to Menachem Begin, the man who made the most significant strides between Israel and the Arab world. This evening, we've asked two distinguished guests to present their views on how the West should respond to growing Muslim radicalization in the Middle East and the purging of minorities from countries across the region and beyond. These guests, as was mentioned, are Dr. Qanta Ahmed, a U.S.-trained medical doctor, noted commentator on Islam in the Middle East, and author of this book, In the Land of Invisible Women, a female doctor's journey to the Saudi kingdom. We also have with us, as Winky mentioned, Dr. Michael Widlanski, a Bar-Ilan University Arab affairs expert and author of The Battle for Our Minds, Western Elites and the Terror Threats. These are both, this is a new book. Qanta's, I think, is from 2008. Now, with only small pockets of Jews still living in a handful of countries in the Middle East, after as many as 1 million were forced to leave ancient communities, many which predated Islam, in the wake of the establishment of the State of Israel, the minorities we are referring today are primarily Christian and some Muslim sects that also face persecution in a Middle East that is largely divided along the Sunni Shiite fault lines. This symposium is being held at the initiative of the Liaison Committee, which is an informal Jewish-Christian forum reconstituted in 2010 by the B'nai B'rith World Center and the Ecumenical Theological Research Fraternity in Israel. The Liaison Committee is aimed at fostering better mutual respect and understanding between local Jews and Christians and serves as a platform for raising and resolving issues that impact on both communities. Tonight's consultation represents the Liaison Committee's first foray into dialogue, also with moderate Muslims, something we hope to continue in the future. Many more people than we could accommodate tried to register for this event, indicating, I believe, a high level of interest among Israelis in this very topic of dialogue with Muslims. 6 months ago, in November 2012, the Liaison Committee, in cooperation again with the Begin Center, conducted in this room a related program entitled The Present and Future of Christians in the Middle East. At that event, chaired by Hebrew University professor Mordechai Nissan, we were addressed by two very knowledgeable speakers from the U.S., Raymond Ibrahim, a Coptic American scholar and author of the recently published Crucified Again, Exposing Islam's New War on Christians, and Juliana Tamorazi, an Assyrian Christian and founding president of the Iraqi Christian Relief Council. Both spoke movingly of the terrible suffering faced by their communities today in Egypt and Iraq, respectively, including forced conversions and kidnappings, resulting in mass displacement. Earlier this month, in fact, the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom concluded that the flight of Christians out of the region is unprecedented and is increasing year by year. Christians might disappear altogether from Iraq, Afghanistan, and Egypt in our lifetime. At our event, in fact, here at the Begin Center, Raymond Ibrahim coined the term the dhimmi that got away as an allegory for the state of Israel in the eyes of extreme Islamists. So what I think I'd like to do at this point is to turn the podium over to my colleague, Reverend Dr. Petra Heldt, for her introductory remarks.
I have the great honor and the pleasure to introduce Dr. Qanta Ahmed. She is a practicing Muslim, and her respect and love for the Jewish people, for Judaism, and for the State of Israel is impressive, especially at a time like ours where antagonism against Israel is growing. Dr. Ahmed has a very warm attitude towards Israel. She developed it through many personal encounters with Jews in the United States. This is where I also personally met Dr. Ahmed, and I was so impressed with her that I thought it would be wonderful to have her speak here to us tonight. She is the first physician and first Muslim woman to be selected at Templeton Cambridge Fellow in Journalism at the University of Cambridge, England. And she is also, at the request, the addressee, the one who gave lectures and was privileged to address congregations at Temple Emmanuel at Charleston, South Carolina, and also in Charleston and Temple Sinai in Roslyn, New York. So she is very well connected with leading rabbis in New York. Dr. Qanta Ahmed is a sleep disorder specialist and faculty attending physician in the Department of Medicine as part of the Division of Pulmonary Critical Care Medicine at Winthrop University Hospital in Mineola, New York. Dr. Ahmed is appointed Associate Professor of Medicine at State University of New York. She is also a non-fiction author, and her first book was just introduced by Ellen in the Land of Invisible Women. She appeared in 2008, and here she details her experience of living and working in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and has been published internationally in 13 countries, including in translations, and is now in its 12th edition. We are looking forward to find somebody who is going to translate this into Hebrew. A graduate of the University of Nottingham, England, she has been a physician for 22 years and is now a fellow of the American College of Chest Physicians, a fellow of the American College of Physicians, and a fellow of the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. She holds an honorary professorship at Glasgow Caledonian University at the School of Public Health. She is a recognized expert in health issues pertaining to the Hajj, the annual pilgrimage Muslims make each year. Her work relating to Hajj medicine has appeared in The Lancet and a number of other leading publications. She is also a journalist. She is a regular contributor to the Huffington Post, where she writes about political and religious issues pertaining to Islam, the Middle East, medicine, and global health diplomacy. She has contributed to editorials to CNN and many more outlets, especially also the Al Arabiya and others. She is a frequent op-ed contributor to the Dutch National Trouw and Israel's Haaretz and the Times of Israel, and she has also been published in the Jerusalem Post. I could go on and on. You can see that you probably ask yourself, how is it possible that such a young woman is possible to put up so much in her early years? But she is a very, very outspoken person. She is a wonderful observer. The few days she has been here in Israel, I already encountered her as somebody who knows so much how to deeply go into the soul and the root of the Jewish people and Israel. So I'm sure that we are looking forward to a wonderful lecture. Thank you.